I have an interesting question for you. Now, you say that this is such common sense. It's something we're taught as children. Now, you work with children occasionally. You speak to people in the K-12 market. You speak to people in the corporate market. What are the key differences in the way that you approach these topics to children versus working adults?
Well, I think with kids, it's anybody who has children would understand what I'm about to say, and that is that kids know deep inside them when somebody's treating them wrongly. They know when they're being bullied, they know what right and wrong feels like. Think about the kids whose parent hands them out candy and if they put them in their hand, the mother or the father puts the candy in their hands, and the first thing they do is they look to see, did my brother get more than I did? And so they know deep inside this issue of fairness. They also know, what safety is all about. Some of these really essential elements, they have them inside them, but they don't have the words to describe it. I have this wonderful woman in Fort Worth, Texas, who was the first elementary school educator I worked with. And she decided that she wanted to do a dignity leadership training for her kids. And what are they, like 7 or 8 years old in the 3rd grade? She did her first order of business with them was to make the 10 elements of dignity, the ways in which people want to be treated with dignity, make them, as she called, kid friendly. So she took the 10 elements and she worked with all the kids to figure out the best way to impart that knowledge to them. And they used drawings, they play acted, they did all these creative, clever things, these young students. So making it kid friendly, I think in the younger years, especially, once you get to obviously middle school and even a little bit below, kids have the cognitive capacity to understand how to label these behaviors that these dignity violations. They get it. And it takes no time at all. Because I think they're closer to the emotional reaction of it, Drew. They don't have the words, but they've got that emotional piece inside. And so once you give them the words, they're good.